Morning everyone. It's a Friday. I've been a busy boy this week. I've not really picked up the camera much on from Tuesday. Just kind of getting the work done as you know needed to be done. Yesterday obviously we had a day off because I'd already done the Movano the day before. So yesterday was spent doing this, and I got quite a bit done. First thing I noticed whilst looking over a new car, you find ever more newer problems. The roof aerial at the back wasn't actually in use. Come on, dude, what are you doing? Wasn't actually in use. And it was an OEM roof aerial, like a standard, obviously Mercedes aerial. The bit that held it on is just more like a pressure clip. You screw a piece in the middle and it grips. Wasn't sealing. So the roof was a little bit, not wet, it was just cold, like damp. But as I removed the standard aerial underneath was a load of mastic. So that promptly got removed and we fitted a new DAB and FM shark fin aerial, one of my favourites that we've had on all the vehicles. Hence why these are all off. And I tinted the little quarter windows down here just to blacken them up a little bit. The guys over at Aura are hopefully coming over to see me Saturday. We're going to get the front window tinted blue. Now I've removed the DAB aerial, I just need to drop the camera, let Jay stick on the bits and bobs that he needs to do and tint the side windows. That'll be that done. But I had a chance to kind of clean it, not washed it yet, but I sort of went through the inside of it, making sure everything's good, doing little repairs, finding stuff out, that kind of stuff. But we're getting there with it. I'm finding stuff out, figuring things out, tidying things up. I've got some of the fascia clips off at the minute, redoing like the little hole that was cut in it so it can be wrapped. Just making it my own, that kind of thing when you buy a new car. Today I think I've got an X5 coming in first thing that I need to check out speakers on, because I think he's got one that's a bit funny, like an odd sound. We've got Dom, no we haven't, we've got Alex, his older brother, dropping off the little Yaris that we did the front and rear dash cams on it the other day. That's coming back in now. His daughter wants CarPlay, so we're putting in a Pioneer and a fascia kit today. And then what else? See whatever else happens. We need some breakfast this morning. We're up on the subscribers, down on the comments. I think we're at 2069. Everyone's favourite number, 69. We're up on the subscribers, so welcome everyone. Get your name down in the section, say hello. I will say hello back. But yeah, quiet on the comment section. But I'm off to get some breakfast because we need probably need some bacon this morning, and you're not going to indicate, we're just going to guess where you're going because you're an idiot. And I'll see you soon.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So we had something funny dropped off yesterday, which is rather scary. So we got another insurance job in. Have you ever seen a Porsche look like this?
What in cousin fucking tarnation, Alabama Betty Crocker, Miss fucking Betty White shit is this? Holy shit.
It's a bit mad, isn't it? So it's got a water leak somewhere here. We've got a whole host of electrical issues with it, which I need to diagnose. We've got to get the seats out of it. Look at this. We've got to get the seats out of it. We've got to lift up the carpets. We've got to try and do something with them, because it's got a mad water leak and it is just rotten in here. quite scary. Look at the state of it. Poor Porsche. Literally day glow green. So the mold has taken to this car in a bad way, but because of the water that's underneath the seats, we've got amplifiers, ECUs all down here. The carpet's sodden, the car is rotting, so we need to do something with this quick. Get it priced up, see what the insurance companies say. They may fix it, they may go, nope, it's too expensive, and bin it off. We've also got a power issue with this car. So the engine obviously in the back, the battery in the front, 3 parts of a power cable. One from the battery down to the center of the car is another power cable, and then one to the engine. There is something wrong with that cable which we need to diagnose and change as well, because the starting on the car is slow. But this Carrera 4S is on the verge of potentially being binned because of the mess. Yeah, mad, huh? See you in a bit. Okay everyone, we've got our first one in, little iGo we did the other day. Do you remember this one for the dash cameras, front and rear? So now we're doing a stereo, so we're changing this. I'm going to put a Pioneer in here with a fascia kit, steering controls, and we've got a reverse camera as well to keep active. So all of that to come. So we'll get started on this one. See you in a bit.
The most of the opportunity to play
right then everyone,
amazing songs as part of the avic guarantee here.
I don't usually blow my own trumpet, but toot, motherfucking toot. Check this out. So after a lot of cutting, measuring, screwing, soldering, figured out the reverse camera, which is all good. We've got our guidelines, we've got our Toyota stuff, we've got the DAB radio, steering controls all work. This one's ready to give to Alex's daughter. Happy days. I'm so pleased we got this done. Piano black fascia, old radios in the back. There's part of the dash we cut out of it. It was a mission, an absolute mission, but we got there. So pleased, and I'm sure he will be too. See you in a bit. My European mapping has turned up, ready for the Pioneer, and I've managed to repair my fascia that had the hole cut in it. So here was a hole for a foam kit. So we're just putting our first coat of primer on it. We're going to do satin black on this one, and then I'll get the sat nav done in it. Might give it a wash as well. See you in a bit. Everyone, let's turn our attention to this. So this is the avic f260-2, full European mapping on a GPS kind of hideaway system. So not many radios these days you can buy with sat nav. They're all out of stock, or they're over £1,000. So because I've got the Pioneer, oh, here's our repair. So we had a hole cut here, there was a hole there for a cable, so I've done this in a like a satin finish, but we've kind of filled and sanded, got rid of the hole, so it all looks nice and neat again, like all one piece. I'll probably get all of these wrapped, and I need to replace some of these clips because they're not that special. But yeah, so we're going to get this unit out. Hideaway unit I'm probably going to put behind the clocks at the top because we've got a lot of space here. I've ordered a new one of these. I've tinted the quarter glass. Obviously we're doing hopefully this weekend, and the side windows, that'd be nice. In the back got a TV and our little plug. We're getting there. This is kind of the last thing I want to do for now, I think. Get this bit done and then we're all set for France next month. Dash is faring up well. It's taken on a nice hard plastic look. This is what I'm kind of getting rid of. Can you see this stickiness on the button there? It's gross. But the whole plastics were like this. Look, if I scratch my finger, can you see it kind of building up? Like who in their right mind wants that? It's like changing gear with a licorice all sort. It's like, what were you thinking, Mercedes? That is not a good idea. And it, oh, look at my finger, that's just that. Minging. Right, get this stripped down, I'll come back to you, we'll open this up and go through this. See you in a bit. Right then, so Navi add-on, we get a little book of instructions. Pioneer EU, tells you all about the unit itself. It's not that hard, honestly, you don't need all of this. We've got German, Netherlands, probably French, Italian. Then we've got the Ruskies. I was going to say a joke, but I'm not going to get political. And then we've got our data cable, so this yellow end. So one plug obviously is going to go into our little box, and then on the back of here, see our little yellow plug there? That's where that data cable goes. So it will basically feed this unit as if it was a standalone navigation. Sorry, as if it was an inbuilt navigation, but obviously it's a standalone unit. So we've got, drop it on the floor out. So we've got USB, sorry, no we haven't. We've got mini HDMI to the data bus. That's on one. We've got power and ground on a little plug. Obviously going to give the unit power. And then we've got like almost like a an aerial kind of thing for the traffic master inputs. So it will take information from, you know, roadways and things like that. If there's any kind of GSM, not GSM, that's the wrong word, kind of like the traffic announcements for things like that, you know, that kind of stuff. So we get one aerial for the FM, and then you get another aerial, which is your GPS puck. Now, yes, this thing is massive. It doesn't need to be on show. You can put it behind the dash, but just don't put it under metal. So it will see through the plastics of the top of a dash. I'm not saying like fit it down here. Come on, give the thing a chance, because then it's got metal walls. So top of the dash, somewhere like that, it would then underneath that plastic tray, it would see enough out the front to be able to work. So we can hide this. I'm going to put mine in there. Why? Because it's smack bang on the top of the dash. You get your European mapping card. So 8GB memory SD card, that's got the European mapping on it. Obviously we can do an update. I think the first update with Pioneer is free. And then we have our junction box, our brain itself. So that's our little, excuse me, one-handed. Right, so that's the brain of our operation. Obviously there's our data bus cable plug-in with a little screw. GPS aerial, power and ground, aerial for the traffic announcements and updates. That's as easy as it is. So we'll put the SD card in there. Oh, on the back you've got a couple of switches as well for VGA, WVGA, reset, and a power button, or power light, LED. So we'll put the SD card in here, wire the power up to that, GPS aerial under the dash, SD card in, data bus cable in, screw it all together, hide that in there. Bob's your uncle. See you in a bit. Got our FM aerial that's going to sit up here in the panel there. That's going to be our traffic announcements. So that's run down, round and here. We've got our GPS aerial. Now, here's a little tip. Do not forget to not give it a false GPS. This aerial is spun copper. If you coil up your cable tight in a circle, you'll make another aerial. The GPS will get confused. So stretch it out so you've got almost like a T. So you've got one for the aerial and then the cable behind it. So that will screw on, but it won't use that as an aerial, it will use this as an aerial. So don't give it a false GPS. See you soon. Right then everyone. So we're done for today, end of Friday. Van's stripped, just got to clean this window ready for the boys to come tomorrow, tint the front windows and do the blue on the front. Navigation's installed, so we've got obviously that ready to go onto our A-pillar. The GPS puck is behind the dash, the module is over that side out the way, and then everything is back in. We've repaired our trim, looking better than it was with a big hole here. So we've now got a satin black fascia. If I go onto my main menu, I've now got this here, this little arrow, that's my navigation. So if we touch on that, if you start add navigation, Android may be disconnected, that's okay. And there we go. So there's my navigation. So if I go show map, that's where we are. Obviously we can zoom out and stuff like that. But that's it, ready for the European mapping now. Holiday on. So we're all sorted for doing a bit of touring and not worrying about, obviously we're out of the EU now, so data on phones is going to go right back up again. So I wanted to get the mapping done, so we've got you know, full on inbuilt sat nav rather than relying on phone signal and data, because that's going to cream it. But it's finished, so we had a good little day today. Work wise inside, let's just shut this down a second. now we're finished. Right. So yeah, waiting on a friend of mine, Billy, to come over and have a look at the Porsche. He is a he's a pork technician. Yeah, he's had too many kids. He's a Porsche technician. So he knows a thing or two about water leaks in 911s. They do lots of them. It's quite a common problem. So he's going to come over and advise me. We're going to get all the part numbers off the ECUs once the seats are out, and do some pricing of cable, ECU, all of the bits and bobs that probably damaged down there. Yeah, poor thing. Other than that, we've had I bought a self-tinting visor for my welder, so that's pretty much ready to go. The guy down the road is going to do me a big power plug off the board, so I'll get like I forget what rating it is, but it needs an up rating thing. So we're going to get a special plug on the wall for the welder, Tomorrow what we got, Nico, he's coming in. We're doing, I think it's rear speakers in his Honda, and he's managed to break a mirror, so we've got to look at the wing mirror as well. And I've got Jo coming in her Seat. They've discontinued the fascia kit, but I've managed to get like the last one, so she'll be having a new Pioneer fascia kit and all the other bits and bobs. There is only one colour available, so I'm kind of papping myself, and I hope we've got the right colour, because if we haven't, I can't do anything else. So maybe if it's the wrong silver, I don't know, I could flatten it out and black it, you know, do a satin black on it, if it's like a really odd wrong colour. But other than that, Friday's done. We'll start again tomorrow. I'm knackered, I feel so tired, not sleeping right, I'm stressing about work and stuff. And we changed, you remember Cody, the American guy from the base? Had a Pioneer 160 in his Audi probably 2 weeks ago. Well, it decided to itself and not work properly, so I swapped that one out on warranty as well from today. I didn't film it because I didn't need to, it was just done. But he's had a new radio. That's my little mask. I didn't buy an expensive one, it's just a cheapie, but it's solar powered, self-tinting. You can set the darkening on it, but it should work really well with the old welder. Contact. I love the fact that it vibrates the roof. No wonder the neighbours don't like me. Right, I'm shutting up, gonna get off for today, guys. Love you and leave you. See you Saturday morning, bright and early. I don't know what we're doing this weekend, whether there's any plans. Depends on the weather. We may take a venture out, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. See you soon, have a good weekend. Ciao.